We are about to find out what the day trader is up to on this wild and whippy week. Good to have you with us, Mike. And what's your trade of the day as you're looking for a fast play on this Fed day?
Yeah, so what I'm going to look at sectors that are either defensive and or hard to get recently. So I'm looking at the energy sector, and I'm looking at Synovus Energy, that's CVE. So I'm looking for a pullback to a place that hasn't been in a while, which it's a 50-day moving average, and you're like, well, Mike, the SPY is below the 200, or at least was. So, yes, but the energy sector has been really hard to get, and we have geopolitical stuff, and then we also have just the continued opening trade. So I've been looking at the energy. So I'm looking at a pullback to that 50-day moving average, which is 1362. So I'm looking to buy the 14 calls. Longer term players, you can do a call spread, but I'm looking just to buy the call. And then if we cannot hold that, then I'm going to be out. So I'm only going to take about a 15% loser on that, and I'm targeting at least a 30% winner. This thing could really run.
As you're watching the tension between Russia and Ukraine and this Fed announcement, what are your observations about the overall market?
Pick and choose and don't. And when you're wrong, don't say, well, this is coming back, because it very well may not. So what is really important in these markets is to have an idea of what you're going to do. Everybody wants to plan for profits. Everybody loves to do that, right? But really what you have to do is look at worst case scenario, and then what happens. Managing winners is easy. Everybody's a genius when they're managing a winner. It's managing the risk when it doesn't. And that's where you have to take the decision out of your own hands. Set that stop when you get in, not when you get close to where you'd want to get out. When you get in, set that stop and be done with it. Do not lower your stop away because it's getting close. If anything, you want to raise your stop up as the trade slowly starts to work for you.
And when you do that, you're starting to get into the world of greed.
Yeah, and it's just irresponsible on the risk, because we've seen how quickly things can turn. This has been a week that is, I think a lot of people have learned their stripes trading, at least the ones that are still around.
Always great information. Thank you so much, Mike.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.